MailChimp may not need any introduction. Looking at the fact that it's one of the most popular newsletter engagement software we have today. MailChimp is an all-in-one marketing platform, and it helps you to manage and engage with your clients if you have a business you are doing, or engage with your customers or followers if you are maybe an NGO or any of these causes that are maybe involved in SDGs and other things. Then some of your volunteers as well as supporters. And it helps you to be able to assume where you want to send them updates, you want to send them news, or inform them about an upcoming event. The newsletter gives you a great opportunity to be able to achieve that. MailChimp is a web-based application, and it works in most browsers. And there's also a mobile app version of it as well. Whenever you create an account in MailChimp, you must be ready to agree to the terms of use. And that is just basically for virtually every other software we use. There are terms of use, but most times I find out that we hardly read the terms of use. So when we begin to have issues, that's when we begin to let us know that these terms and the terms and conditions under which this particular software or an issue can be used. Then also, we also don't bother to read about the privacy policy of some of these websites where we go to do some things. I think it's an attitude I would like to encourage us to do. Take our time, though sometimes it can be lengthy, but most times they are best for us to understand. It gives us a better understanding of how to use the software we have in place. Now, let me start by looking at what we are going to be looking at today. And we are going to start by looking at the terms. There are certain basic terms we must be familiar with. And from that, we move to creating a MailChimp account, and also how to create and populate your audience list, your subscribers list. Because without the subscribers list, you can't be talking about sending newsletter. There must be recipients of this newsletter. And that makes it necessary for us to create and find a means of populating our audience list. Then later, we're going to be looking at how to connect the MailChimp sign-up form to our website. I will take us through that and see how it works. Then after that, we're going to be looking at how to create a campaign. Campaign means you want to create a newsletter you want to send to people. So we're going to be looking at creating a campaign. Then after sending out your newsletter, you also want to know how your newsletter performs. There is a dashboard for viewing your campaign performance. And the essence of the performance is to give you statistics of how many of those the mail you sent out, how many people opened them, and some of the links that are there, how many people linked them, how many people unsubscribed from the list when they got your email, because not many people like emails just coming into their email boxes like that. So they might have subscribed before, and they may not be interested anymore. They may decide to unsubscribe. The campaign dashboard, performance dashboard, will give you a good understanding of how your campaign has performed. So I'm going to start by sharing the screen, and I'm going to be taking us to where we're going to be able to create our account, create a MailChimp account. That shouldn't take so much of our time. So I'm going to share the screen now. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see.
You can see Google there?
Yes.
Now it's MailChimp.com. You can see it, what I've typed in, and you enter, and it takes you straight to the MailChimp account. and we have the MailChimp account here. The next thing is for us to sign up free. The MailChimp has the free account. It also has what they call premium account. They come with different functionalities and different features. Let me start by saying, okay, let me put this email as the one I want to use, website at freeweb4sdgs.com. Then I want to use a username, Freeman. You can use any username you like. I hope you make sure you remember it. And you put in password of your choice. Now, if you look at the legend for the password, there must be at least one character, one lowercase character, one uppercase character. There must be one number, one special character, and 8 characters minimum. That is it. So you must have to make sure you are able to achieve that. Let me put show so that you can see what I'm putting in there. Let me just put 34 man dollar. Even as you are doing it, you see it, your password is secure and you are best. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 man dollar. Make sure you write it down so that you don't forget. Then you click sign up. Now, it tells me that another user with the username already exists. Maybe it's your evil twin Scoopy. Okay, let me add 2020 to it. Freeman 2020 as my username. That one is also existing. Let me add dollars to it. Okay. Let me Freeman 1960. Because if there is a username already existing on the account, they will not allow somebody else to have a duplicate. So we have Freeman 1960. Now, each time you create an account with MailChimp, they send a message to your email that you used with a link to activate your account. So you must have to go to that particular email where you, in this case, you go to the place and when the email comes in, you click on it, and after clicking on it, you are able to activate it has come in, activate your MailChimp account. You click, you can see where you are. We are glad you are here, Freeman 1960, activate account. When you activate account, and you are able to say, let's get this show on the road. First, we need to confirm you are of the human sort. You click on I'm not a robot. And the moment you do that, it activates your account and take you straight into the MailChimp Arena dashboard. So you have to do your recaptcha, stairs, upstairs here, stairs here, stairs here, then I verify. That is taking me into the MailChimp dashboard, and it's going to be asking me what kind of plan I want. You can go for premium plan with all the other issues, features that are with it. You can go for standard or for essentials or for free. For the purpose of our training, we are going to go for free. All the basics for businesses that are just getting started. But one thing you need to know about the free account is that it allows for a maximum of 2,000 contacts. You can't have more than 2,000 email addresses, subscribers. But the other ones gives you more options like the premium, the standard, and the essentials. So we just go ahead and you click on complete, that you are opting for the free plan. When you enter the free plan, it asks you to let you set up your account. Most times when you set up an account and you are sending an email, it uses this first name and last name in the email that will be sent. So most time what I ask people to do is to put in their business account. Like in this case, let me just say free web as the first name, then for SDGs as the last name. Then the business name, I can still repeat the same thing, free web for SDGs. Then the website URL https://www.freewebforsdgs.com. Then remember the website is optional. The phone number is also optional. Let me go ahead and just click on continue. Now it asks me for my email address because most times when emails are sent, it would like to send the email, your address with your email. So in this case, I'm going to just put any email I like, 920 Free Web Street, Ikeja, a second address. Lagos City is there already. The zip code is there. Okay, I continue. Do you have any contacts? If you have, you may have a list of contacts you want to import, but for now, let's just leave that. Do you have any contact? No. You continue. Do you offer or plan to offer? Are you planning? Are you offering services, technology or software, physical goods, original content, order? Okay, let me go to for services. Then I go to continue. Then where can people access your offerings? Now, you do have your own physical store or location, another businesses or website or e-commerce store, an app store, another business physical store location, your own website or e-commerce. So whichever one you want, you make your choice. In this case, my own website or e-commerce store, then I continue. Now you are ready to go, want to stay in the loop with MailChimp, you want to subscribe to the success stories and receiving newsletter from them, or subscribe to MailChimp Presents, or subscribe to Korean Weekly. Let's leave all that and say, let's go. The moment you click let's go, it takes you in straight into the MailChimp account that you have just created. And it is just telling us now that all the accounts are all set up. And let's try to see how we dive in. So that is how to create your account. And I think simple, it's as simple as that. That didn't take us more than 5 minutes to do. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is how to create and populate our subscriber list. But before that, let me also acquaint us with some of the things we are looking at, the terms. And when you hear the word newsletter, it means that these are the emails you send to subscribers list for maybe you want to give them updates, you want to give them the news, or inform them about an upcoming event. Then you have the subscriber, and that's a contact who has opted into your mailing list. That's the person called a subscriber. Then you have the list, that is the subscriber emails where your subscriber emails are stored. That is what you have to subscribers list. Then we also have the template. As sometimes when you create a newsletter, you can make that newsletter a template so that when you are sending a similar newsletter tomorrow, you can use that particular newsletter template for your new newsletter. Then you have some other issues concerning that. So we're going to look at how you can get your audiences. How do you get your subscriber list populated? And that is what we are looking at now. And I'm going to share my screen again to show you some other aspects of some of the ways by which we can have that. Let me come back here and share this. Now I'm sharing my screen again. If you look at our website for free web, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Now, if you go down a bit, you see where we have a free web for SDGs newsletter. Subscribe and never miss our latest news and update. This is what we put in the website to allow people also to collect emails. You just put in your email address and your first name and you click submit. And the moment you do that, your mail will be, let me give you an example now. Let me just do that. Victor Wagbelumi at gmail.com. Then I put my first name as Victor. When you do that, when you click submit, this name and the address won't be taken to the email list that you have. And that's how it works. Then there can be instances where, like this one on the website we designed, You Recycle Initiative, they asked us to put in a pop-up for email, for their email newsletter for them. The anytime you go to their website, the first thing that come up to you is this pop-up where you can say, okay, You Recycle newsletter, get updates on our program and activities. You have the e-name, you have the email address, then you have the subscribe now. And there is a caveat there, we will not spam you and you are free to unsubscribe anytime you wish. So that's one other way by which we can create a subscriber list. You can offer free services or products and ask people to subscribe using their email address, and that also goes into your email list. You can also have attached forms to your content page, to your event. Like sometimes when we send out a form or we create a form for some of our events, we try, like, also if you go to our contact page, this is a contact page for free web for SDGs. You can see the name, email, then comment or message. Then we put in a sign up to free web for SDGs newsletter and receive regular updates from us. That's one other way by which you can collect an email address. And also the other option also is to, by the time we enter into the using our, we now see how we can come in there and import your email as well. You can as well do that. Now we are into the MailChimp. If you look at your left side of the dashboard, you are going to see where you can create. When you click create, it allows you to create your email, or you can create what they call customer journey. It's quite a vast software. You can create your email template. You can create a landing page, a survey, an ad, a social post, a sign-up form, contacts, can add new contacts, upload an email to Content Studio, design and send printed postcards. Some of these things are premium services that one has to pay for. Then if you move down, you see the audience. In this audience, you have the audience dashboard, all the contacts. If you click that, that gives you that sign-up forms, tags, segments, surveys, and inbox. Now you can see this audience has one contact, one of them a subscriber. If you go down, you see, find out that you can have here the list of all the subscribers that are existing now. Let me try something, and I'm trying to import. I have a subscriber list that I want to import into MailChimp, into this particular account. So I can use import your contact. And when you do that, it will ask you that you want to upload a file or you want to copy and paste. I want to upload a file. I click continue to upload. Then from there, I will go to where I have the list. I have the list here. Members, export this, open that, and click continue. Sorry, let me open up the. Let me extract I have it in zip form. Let me extract it so that I can have access to the CSV file. So let me restart it again by clicking on browse, come in here, and clean subscribe members, subscribe members export. I click on that and I say continue to organize. So it will ask me to select the status of what I'm importing there. That means they are subscribed. And you can click on update any existing contact in case there are similar email addresses. Then it asks you want to search or just continue to match. Now you can see match column labels to contact information. There are 438 contacts were recognized in this file. Then you can say finalize import, then complete import. Now, by the time you visit your audience dashboard, I should have those 438 contacts already in my account. Okay. It has imports gradually, so I have about 100 already that has already been imported. You can see it here, the audience. Now, the next thing we are going to look at is how to create campaigns. How to create campaign is that you want to send a newsletter to someone, some people, and you are creating a campaign for it. Now, when you start, you can start with create campaign. Then what we want to do is that we want to design and send automated or regular email to our contact. That is the whole essence of what we are doing today. So let's call it MailChimp webinar, and we begin. Now you can see it has already matched my subscriber list to this campaign. You can see all subscribed contacts in this audience. That is who are the recipients. If you have the premium version, you can have different, what they call different tags, in which you can have different mailing lists. But because we are using a free version, it only allows us one single mailing list. If you go to the premium version where you have to pay them on a monthly basis, it gives you access to multiple mailing lists. So you can have mailing lists for maybe volunteers, mailing lists for supporters, mailing lists for this, mailing lists for that. Now, we are going to be sent to all the subscribed contacts in the audience. Then you have the from. You need to specify where the email is coming from. So the name, you can now change it to free web for SDGs. Then the email address that is going to appear in the email that is being sent out. Then you click save for that. So that means you now have where you are sending your emails to and from where it is being sent to. Then you now click on the subject. You can say the default subject could be getting started with MailChimp. Then after that, you have your preview text on what you are talking about. So you can type in there a tutorial on using MailChimp for newsletter campaign. That may be your preview text. So you can also save that. After saving that, the next thing is we have decided where we are sending to, from where it's coming from, the subject of the email, then the content. You now have what they call design email. When you click on design email, the next thing it's going to give you is to take you to the place where you can design your email. There are quite a lot of options, and you need to take time to also look at them. We have the sell product. You want to sell products? Are you making an announcement? Are you telling a story? Are you following up on something? Or are you educating people or sharing knowledge about a topic? So those are the featured templates. Then if you go down, you have a different kind of template. You have the basic templates where you can have a one column template, one column food width. You can see it from the description, or 1 to 2 column, 1 to 2 column food width, 1 to 2 to 1 column. And that is one. This is when you say 1 to 2. The first one you find, the first time there is one here, then there are 2 columns here. Here, there is one here, there are also 2 columns here. This one is full width. Then you have the 1 to 2 to 1 column full width, 1 to 3 column, then 1 to 3 column full width, then simple text. So let's just take 1 to 2 column full width. If you click on this, the next thing it's going to do is to take you to where you can create your campaign. And you can see here, it has given me a template already that I can use. And I can say, okay, if you see this, that is where you can, they are also expressed in blocks. And you can also see different type of blocks here on the other side. You do want to bring in a text, do you want to use a box text, do you want to use a divider, an image, image group, image card, image plus text. You want to share, share follow, button, footer, code. Anything you want, you have it expressed on the right-hand side, and you can come in with it. Let me start from where the logo is. I can say, okay, let me edit the block. To edit it, and when I edit the block, your editing takes place on your right side, while the preview of what you are doing is on the left side. Now, we have the logo here. We want to put in the logo. You can click on replace. Then you can say, okay, upload logo. Let me look for a logo we can upload. It can just be anything. So let me have something like this. That's my logo. You upload the logo. After uploading the logo, you can see the logo has already appeared here. You can, it's very big, and you can go to edit because the logo is 753 by 450. Sometimes maybe if the height is about 100 pixels, that may be a better option. So you can click on edit to edit the logo so that you can reduce the size to something that is manageable instead of having something that's so bogus. So you can come in there, here, and come here to where you have you can unlock the dimension, then change the logo to, okay, let me put back the lock dimension and change the logo to, let's say, 100 as height. And normally, as you put that into 100, the width will automatically change if you lock the dimension. So it now come down from 753 to 450 to 167 by 100. So you can say save. When you save, you see that the logo has changed size. So it has changed from that 753 to 450 to 167 by 100. Now, this is the body of the text that I want to do. You can see it. It's time to design your email. We can leave it the way it is. It's time to design your email. Now that you have selected a template, you define the layout. So whatever it is you want to, you can copy from wherever you are and bring it in here into display, just like a text. It's like using a word processor. And you can change, if you want, you can change the color to what you want. You can also change the size to something bigger than what it is presently. Let me assume I want to change to 64. As you are doing your editing here, it's also appearing the way it should be on your left side. So you can create a link there. You can see if I want to change the look of your email to a link, I can highlight it, go to where you have the link option, click on link, and say this is where I want it to go to. I want it to go to freeweb4sdgs.com. Then I click insert. So save and close. And you can see what I just did there. Change the look of your email. Now, if you want, let's assume you want to introduce a picture or some images there, like we have here, you have the boxed content. You can carry that particular block and bring it in here and ask the system to place it wherever you want it to be. You can see the way it's moving. But I want to place it immediately after it's time to design your email. So that is it. When I have it there, then I can decide, okay, this is what I want inside the block. And okay, I can change the font size just like we did the previous time. You can change if you want a color, you can also apply a color to it, whatever you want. Then you can also do whatever you want to do. So if you save and close, it takes me back to, anytime you save and close, it takes you back to the block where you can add every other you want. If you want, you can also add a divider, something maybe you want to have an effect. And you can have a color to that divider. What color you want, maybe you want to make it red. You can have it as red. You can see the divider has turned to red. Then I save and close. You can change the width or the width. I can change the width from 18 to, let's say, 40. Then if you do that, you expect it to be bigger. Now, you can come back and, okay, let me introduce image plus text. Take another block, put it under the divider line. Then here, you can also have some text. As you can see, it tests are here, which appears on the other side. Then you can also upload an image that you want. So let's assume we want to upload some images now. Let's take this as an image we want to upload. We're taking that image, and you can also, like I said, also work on the size. So let's say that, okay, we have the logo, we have the content of our email, we have some other effects we have there, we have some pictures we want to send. So you click save and close. After that, the next thing you are going to do, let's assume you are finished with what you are doing. You click on continue. You click on continue. Okay. Save, continue is trying to let me know that some of the things that were used were still there. Yes, I exit anyway. Now, it takes us back to where you are. You can see you have to, from subject, you now have the content of your, okay. It's complaining about, you can see we automatically add a required referral badge to your email footer. Every email footer has what they call a referral badge that will allow somebody to unsubscribe when he wants. Then it's asking warning against some of the tests I have there. Let me go back, edit, and take away some of the images or the text that was used. That these are placeholder text that it expects shouldn't have changed if I'm creating a campaign. So we're going to take time and try to look that. It's like coming back to edit what we already have. So let me go back there, go back to this place, and let's say managing your email. Then we are learning how to create MailChimp newsletter. So I can save and close that. Then this is my highlight box for effects. Sorry. So that can be what you want. Then here you can have the caption. We are showing how to insert images. So you can save that and close. Then when you finish that and you say, okay, this is a reflection of what you want to send, then you click continue. When you click continue, it takes you back to, it saved it and take you back to the place where it gives you an opportunity to send the email. Now, we now have completed all check to, from, subject, the content. This is the content of the email. Then the next thing is for you to do, you could do a test, send a test email. When you click a test email, and let me take it that I'm putting it where I'm putting this email address there. Test, send test. What it's going to do is that it will send this email to this particular email address. I mean, this newsletter to this particular email address. Then that helps you to test how your email will finally be. And I think that's the best option for us. So if I go to where I can have it here, you can see registration for, sorry. So the test email will be sent to the email address that you specify, which order, and from here you can see the email text that has been sent, and that gives you an impression of what the email will look like. When you certify that the fact that the email is okay, or the newsletter you have prepared is okay, then the next thing you are going to do is to send it across to them. So let's go back to where we can where the campaign is, and from the campaign here, we can see that we have where all the contacts that we are sending to, from, subject, then content. Then the next thing you are going to do is to look here at the button for send and click send. When you click send, it sends the email to all the subscribers here on your list. Here we have 438 recipients. It will be sent, and the moment that is done, you should expect to see the emails coming into everybody's email address. And now, let me now take you to where you can see, whenever you send an email, that's what they call performance. I will take you to somewhere else now. This is a campaign that we had for our free website newsletter 0820. This was the campaign that we sent out some time ago to announce one of our programs. When this campaign was sent out, you can do what they call view report. When you click on the campaign, let me show you all our other campaigns to let you know that whenever you send a campaign, that campaign will be listed under campaigns. We have it all listed there, some of the ones we have sent in the past. So, but I'm using this as a reference point, this particular one. And when I open the campaign, this was a newsletter that had been sent out before. Then I can click on view report. When you click on view report, the report gives you the performance of your email. If there are orders that were made from that email, it will show you the orders. If there are total revenue made, it will show you. Then to let you know how your email campaign compares with others. Now it will look at the open rate. It says for this campaign, the open rate is 53.8. Don't ever assume that if you send out 1,000 email that everybody will receive the email. Some people will receive it, some won't receive it, some will never open it. Some will go to spam mail, some will go to promotion folder, and so many other things. So a lot of things happen. But for this particular email, a news campaign, we're able to get about 53.8% performance. That is the open rate. And this is the average campaign performance is 22. My average campaign performance is 22.9%, and our peers' average performance is 28.6%. Now, this is the click rate. The click rate for this campaign was 1.4%, and for the other average campaign is 1.0%, and for our peers campaign, it is 3.9%. That tells us that our 1.4% is low compared to what our peers are also recording 3.9%. Then these are unsubscribes. In this campaign, this unsubscribe rate is 0.2%, and in our average campaign performance is 0.1%, and our peers' average performance is 0.2%. Now, if you go down, you see we successfully sent out 433 emails. That is our 98.8%. 233 were opened. 6 were clicked, 1 bounced, and someone unsubscribed. Now, what the performance rating or statistics does for you is to help you understand your newsletter and to see how you can improve the next time you have a newsletter to send. And let me tell you something, it is not, you don't expect to send 2,000 newsletters and you expect them to open. Remember that it may not be open. And sometimes when our newsletter is so long, there is an issue with the issue of sending mail that may also impede on people getting it. But when you keep it short and most times contain quite a lot of text, it's very easy for people to receive it. And also it will be where people will be able to also open it as well. So that's how far we're going to go today. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen. And if you have any question, I can take it now before we close. Like I said, I'm going to make this video available at the end of this session. Are there questions from what we have shared, issues that we don't understand, you want me to elaborate on or clarify for you? Because I expect that as we are concluding with this, you should be able to make a simple newsletter. And remember to send me a copy. You can send a copy to contact@freewebforsdgs.com. And I can help you look at it and also guide you on how you can improve on it. Always send it to me and we'll see what I can do. So if you have any question you want to ask me or any comment you want to make, I'll be taking it now.
Sir, the question I would like to ask is that for using this machine, I want this one to do, but that's your laptop.
You are not audible. I can't hear you very well. Is this something you can type on the chat box?
Okay, I can do that.
Yes, you can just type it there. If you have any question, you can put it on the chat box, then we can take it there. Mrs. Clara Ugbo, you are welcome.
Thank you so much. So lovely to see you. I'm sorry for being late.
No problem, ma. You are welcome. So
I'm glad to hear you're going to get the recording, so I'll catch up.
So, but I can type it in the chat box, then I will take it from there. It's very simple, and anytime like in Freeware for SDGs, we try to assist as many people as possible. If you have issues with your newsletter, you want to create it, and you are still having problem with it, just give us a shout. You can put it in our contact page, or you can send me an email, contact@freewebforsdgs.com, and I can assure you that we'll see what we can do to assist you. We want to see what we can do to help as many people to remain online. And looking at the issue of the post-COVID, and I think we are still inside it, we realize that a lot of businesses have to go online. And the best way to engage with your customers, to engage with your clients, to also engage with those maybe your supporters, your followers, is to be able to send them regular updates using your newsletter. And MailChimp has made that very simple, where you can design something very nice and fancy enough with good aesthetics. And you find that you continue, you build up on it, and you begin to improve on yourself and begin to also explore other areas of the MailChimp. Can we use phone for the MailChimp or just computer? It may be best with computer system, because if you are bringing graphics, you are bringing text, you are bringing this, That may be the best way to send. But if you want to send just a plain text newsletter, you can as well use your phone to do that. But and also maybe few graphics, you can do that. I hope that answer your question, Omobola.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now, also, we realize there is this canva.com, canva.com. I don't know if you know that. That is a great way by which you can create a simple design without involving a graphic artist. Very beautiful design, canva.com will give very beautiful design without looking for a graphic artist to do that. And I know my sister, Mrs. Fugo, designed our logos and everything by herself. I don't know what software she's using for that. I hope I'm correct.
Yes, you are. It's been a lot of work, but I have learned how to use Canva, and it's really good. Yeah.
Canva is very great. You want something on your and also if you want premium images, you can use unsplash.com. Unsplash.com will also give that. So these are some of the resources available online that can help you engage your customer, because when you engage your customer regularly, it helps you to remain relevant to them. And they want to know what is going on with your business so that you can give them updates. Sometimes also when we also inundate them with too much newsletter, some of them may begin to unsubscribe. And one of the things I would also like us to also avoid is trying to import contact from what you can call unsolicited emails. Some people do that sometimes. And they will that's why sometimes you just receive certain email that you don't know where it's coming from. Somebody has sold your email somewhere. So let's try to avoid that, because it's good when they opt in, it helps you in your delivery rate. That is, when they opt in, we are intentionally opting to be receiving newsletter from MailChimp or receiving newsletter from Freeware for SDGs. When I see newsletter from them, I will likely open it. When I see a newsletter from other sources that I do not know, I may not likely open it. And that's why most time when you go to your emails, you can see you have 20,000 emails that you have never opened. Some of them are newsletters that were sent that were unsolicited. So thank you so much for being part of this webinar. Like I said, I'm getting the recording ready and put it on our YouTube page. I will also keep you informed if we are going to have an updated version of this MailChimp so that we can affect it. Like I said, let's do a little practice and send it to me and can help you tune it up and advise on how you can better improve on that. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.